Hello and welcome. You're watching Mongolian MNB World. I'm your host, Taner Gambatar. And for our top stories, over 800 engineering specialists enrolled in the Mongolia Japan University program. Mongolian surgeons perform difficult cardiac surgeries on children. Mongolia will build 2,310 kilometers of new roads this year. And for the news, stay tuned. Mongolia is rapidly developing its information and technology sectors, but there is still a shortage of skilled workers. Mongolia is cooperating with Japan to implement a professional training program to increase the number of trained workers in these sectors. We have details in our next report.
The students enrolled in the program will study in Mongolia for 2.5 years and then study in Japan for another 2 years, graduating with 2 diplomas. The program's organizers say the graduates will return to Mongolia and sign 5-year employment contracts.
The alumni made a very interesting suggestions. They said that our school should provide a learning environment for students similar to Japanese school.
The project's total cost is 7.5 billion Japanese yen, or 129 billion Mongolian turuk. This includes funding for tuition and research and the budget for upgrading the training and research laboratories at the National University of Mongolia and the Mongolian University of Science and Technology. The project will be carried out through 2024 with plans to train about 1,000 students.
There are 2 years left to complete this project. During this time, the skills of the students graduating from the mechanical engineering program will have reached the level of Japanese universities.
Mongolian students studying in Japan are the most active among students from other countries. Teachers from the 10 universities that work with the program are very happy to receive Mongolian students.
The master's and doctoral degree programs will be continued in the future. Educators say the program will address the shortage of human resources in the engineering and technology sectors, and that the program will yield results in the next 5 years.
Our next story is about health sector of Mongolia. For many years, Mongolians have traveled abroad for getting medical treatments and difficult surgeries. However, lately, Mongolian surgeons are conducting complicated open surgeries on little children with congenital heart diseases. Details from our next report.
It's been 3 days since an 8-month-old boy underwent surgery for a diagnosis of congenital heart disease. Now his health has stabilized. His mother had been looking for treatment for the last 5 months, and before the surgery, the boy showed symptoms of irregular breathing and turning blue when crying.
I researched many options because he was diagnosed 3 months after birth, and surgery in Korea cost around 150 million Mongolian turks. So when we heard that the third state central hospital started performing children's surgery, I put my faith in our doctors and I came here.
Since the start of this year, the third state central hospital has performed surgery on 53 children with congenital heart disease. 50% of those are severe cases requiring open heart surgery. Today, open heart surgery was performed on the 22nd child since the start of this year. This means 4 consecutive hours of work for around 10 people in the anesthetic team, the use of an artificial blood circulation machine, and the surgical team. During cardiac surgery, the heart and lung functions are taken over by a machine, and as a result of all that, another young heart was healthy again due to the surgery team working together.
This child is 2 years old and has 2 simultaneous defects, a large hole between the ventricles and a hole between the atriums, causing high blood pressure to the pulmonary artery. Both holes have been sealed and the surgery was a success.
The third state central hospital is focusing on reaching international standards with its cardiac surgery and invites foreign specialized doctors to specialize and improve the skills of our doctors. This in turn will improve the chances of citizens receiving high-level surgery without having to travel abroad and pay vast sums. This month, cardiac surgery specialist teams will come from Luxembourg and Korea.
Most importantly, the main potential of the third state central hospital lies in offering an opportunity to receive treatment domestically for severe cases and people with multiple issues that used to have to travel overseas for treatment.
Internationally, the case of congenital heart disease is 0.8% per 1,000 births. However, in our country, the congenital heart disease rate is at 1.5%. Even though there are currently 45 children in urgent need for surgery due to the insufficiency of certain surgical tools, there is a risk that the surgical queue will not decrease.
Overall, the surgical queue stretches all the way to the end of May. Since the decrease of financial burden on the parent, the possibility of surgery has improved.
A child's heart is as small as a tennis ball. Even when there are 2 or 3 defects, our doctors are undertaking such difficult surgery. Cardiac surgery often costs from 150 million to 200 million tugruks when receiving it in foreign countries, but now there is an opportunity to receive it domestically with no charge through the medical insurance.
This year, a total of 500 billion MNT will be spent on the road sector nationwide. It is planned to build 2,310 kilometers of roads as part of 110 projects. Out of the 110 projects, 2,300 kilometers of paved roads are included in the annual plan. A total of 10 projects have been implemented over the years. The road sector plans to purchase 45 billion MNT of materials from the domestic market. Road construction companies enter into contracts and carry out the work on time. The ministry and the client check that the work is proceeding according to the design schedule approved during the contract period. In general, there are guidelines to be followed in accordance with the standards approved at the time the contract was signed. Of the total 500 billion MNT to be spent on road construction, 265 billion comes from the state budget and the rest is from the People's Republic of China, the Asian Development Bank and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Here's the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Here's the weather forecast of Won's major cities. Well, that's all for now, and thank you for staying with us. We will see you next time with more news and updates. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.